Hi there, this is Stoney looking for Jan.
Hey, Stoney, this is Jan. How are you?
Wonderful, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Great to talk to you.
You as well.
So whereabouts are you?
I'm in Oklahoma City right now. I just got home yesterday off of a little 4-day run.
How is the new music and how's it coming together and what's the timing on it?
Really, well, it seems to be good. This Us Time album was kind of a compilation put together for the fans mainly. They were asking me to play songs that I hadn't recorded yet, or that they really liked, was tasteful covers, or songs that I had written. And so we decided to get on social media and ask them what they'd like to hear. And they gave me a list, a long list actually. Kind of whittled it down to about 10 or 11 songs, and then released it and put their pictures. We asked them to send pictures in from shows and stuff, and made that the collage of the album cover and case. So that's kind of what it was. It was to just kind of hand it over to them before the next actual project or album itself came out.
Coming forward now, that's the next big thing?
Yeah, coming forward, doing some writing for the new record, and trying to find out where I'm going to do it, if it's going to be live, if it's going to be not. But no matter what, I'll have some kind of a recorded something out by the end of the spring.
All right, we're looking forward to having you here in Lubbock. It's going to be great.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, have you been to Charlie B's yet?
Sure. Wow.
Decent-sized venue, isn't it?
Absolutely. But then you played Billy Bob, so hey,
Yeah, that's true, yeah. But, I mean, just comparatively from other places I've played in Lubbock in the past 19 years, that's probably the biggest venue that I've seen there.
It's very exciting. So I'd love to hear maybe one of your favorite fan stories, since I know how important your fans are and to you and to your success.
Stories.
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's see, what would be a good one? This would probably been years ago. It might have been Lubbock or Amarillo. Well, we were there, and then a fan was playing outside, trying to get my ear to listen to him play. And I could tell that they were kind of younger. They couldn't get in the venue.
Oh.
And so after the venue, after the gig, they were still outside, kind of jamming on the tailgate with a couple of their friends. I asked him what he wanted to do, and he said, I want to be a musician. So I told him to hop on the bus for a couple of days, and so he just went and toured with us on the bus, and just hung out and took it all in. And a couple of years later, probably about 4 or 5 years later, he came up to me and told me he got a new guitar, and he finally got his gigs lined up. So he was on his way.
That's awesome. Look at that.
Yeah, kind of a cool little story.
Absolutely. What's on your bucket list yet that you want to make sure you get to in your life?
I would like to become a pilot. I haven't done that yet. I've flown aircrafts, but I haven't actually got the license. I'd like to do that. I'd like to get my parachute certification. I've jumped out of airplanes, but I haven't got my certification yet. There's a few things that I'd like to do. I'd like to become a little bit more dexterous at my instrument, my craft.
Oh gosh, so that's just
kind of surround myself with people better than what I can do.
So now you have some really great people I know that you've already surrounded yourself with who have been big influences for you. And how do you feel that they influence you the most? What do they bring to you and to your craft?
Well, having somebody similar to what you do anyway is just kind of motivating to let you know that you're not the only one doing it, and that you're not spinning your wheels, and that you're justified or bona fide, whatever you want to say, and legitimate. It's always good to take a chance on yourself, but whenever nobody else is doing it, you kind of get, it's easy to get discouraged. So I'd say that was the biggest thing, hanging around my peers, is that it's motivating, at the very least, to just keep going.
So you're not just spinning your wheels, kind of get some
so you're not
traction.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that look, for instance, whenever I used to go back and forth to Stillwater, Oklahoma, where I cut my teeth on music, there would be, I'd see the old dads of some of the people that I knew in high school, and I'd be like, oh, good, music, huh? So, well, you making any money? Or I'm like, it's a legit craft, I have children, and I have a business and LLC, mouths to feed. Yes, it makes money. And then I just kind of want to turn it back on them, like, how is your shop doing, But, I don't do that.
Well, I know family's important to you. You want to talk about your family a little bit?
4 kiddos, one that lives in Norman, Oklahoma, 3 that live in Edmond, and so I kind of live in Oklahoma City for that purpose.
Are any of them
Always,
following in your footsteps with music?
Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, I have one that plays cello and ballet and piano, and one that played drums, more interested in golf now, and the other, all of them sing, so matter of fact, whenever I hang up, I'll be going to Norman to pick one of them up and then come back up north to pick the rest of them up.
Oh, that's very cool.
Don't know what we're going to be doing tonight, but maybe cooking out or something.
All right. Well, what defines success for you?
I guess, whenever things are bad, you feel it. So I think whenever if you can have a extended momentum of feeling good, meaning spiritually, emotionally, with your job, with your family, and everything, I think that's success.
That's great. I love that. And you put that through in your music, right?
I hope so. I mean, that's my, it really is my point. I don't think it's underlying because it is so obvious, but I think that'd be the point, is just to share a message that, and music changed my life, and I think that it can change other people for the better if they decide that.
Yeah, and you get I suppose some of your lyrics, you get inspired to share from the hard times and the good times both.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot easier to, it's embarrassing to share them during the hard times because you're still going through it. But if you're out of it, it's absolutely reflective, and hey, it's more powerful, I think, at that point.
And you lift people up, and that's awesome. The spring is when we're looking forward to a new album. You want to talk about that a little bit, about what you have put together so far, about what's yet to come with it, how many cuts on the album, how much of it are you writing, and things like that.
Okay. Yes. I just got back from Nashville. I've been starting to go to Nashville again quite often, and probably once every other month for about a week, and going out there and writing with people that I've made relationships with, Gary Nicholson, Waylon Payne, Brandon Jenkins, who lives there now, and just try to maybe spread myself out a little bit, try some new things, maybe see what comes out, and just try to create something instead of keeping the training wheels on, I get comfortable, and
comfort zone.
And comfort lies laziness, and I think it's good to kind of try to stay motivated like that. But as far as how many cuts, I'm just not sure. It could be from 1 to 4 right now, just to kind of throw anything out there right now. But whenever we start getting closer, we'll start to be able to kind of narrow down some exacting points and ideals of what we're going to expect from it.
Well, you've stayed in the Texas red dirt pretty tight, and now going to Nashville, I suppose it has some different influences. And what direction do you feel like it's taken you?
Well, since the release of Velvet, that was the first Nashville project that I actually did, and it was pretty defining as far as moments on levels. It just wasn't just kind of this party music, or that's what people used to perceive. At least that's what they wrote. Whether they perceived it or not, that's what they wrote. And so I was just like, okay, well, let's start, I'm going to try to write a little bit more existentially and try to get people to think on layers, and see if they can tell me what the song means. And so that's what Velvet kind of opened up as far as, making me feel a little bit, I don't know, better, smarter, wiser, seasoned. What do you say? And
definitely.
So then after that, it was I did that with Frank Liddell. It was my producer, who's me and Womack's husband. And, he produces all these Grammy Award-winning albums and things. And then I did Aviator, which is kind of the same thing with the same producer. So now I just think it's, with Us Time, that was kind of the interim album to hopefully try something else out here. And it's going to be a little bit more melody-driven. It's going to be a little bit more, I think, to the point and as far as topically, but then give you some room to think about it too. So hopefully just kind of using, to answer your question, to use everything that I've learned over the years and put it all together.
Now you crossed paths with Miranda Lambert, right?
Yeah, I just hung out with her parents yesterday.
And you did some background vocals with some of her stuff, right? I believe I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, her and Leanne, some other people in Nashville. But yeah, just these opportunities, going to Nashville, that's the biggest thing, is just making yourself available for those kinds of things to happen. it's amazing how just rubbing an elbow can land you there, you know. Truly, just putting somebody who would, like if I'm on my house right now in Oklahoma City, I know, trust me, I enjoy the time off and things like that, but, you know, being in Nashville, it's a productive spot. It's the music capital of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, for what I do, it's really almost necessary.
Well, you know, it's just awesome to get in there and take chances, try new things, get out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself, and see what could happen next. You know, after all the years you have under your belt, you keep pushing yourself, and that's what's going to really make the difference. You know it, and I totally see that. So I'm real happy for you.
Thank you very much for saying that. I was watching a documentary or a show the other day, and saw these. They were talking to these older people, like, you know, the older people that are knocking on heaven's door, kind of thing, and they just asked them, like, what keeps them driven and going, you know. Or, for instance, one lady just went to the park every day and fed the squirrels. That's what and the animals, the ducks, whatever it was. She would go every day, and even whenever her husband died or was on his way to the hospital, he made her stop by and feed the animals on the way.
Oh.
And it says so much about wanting and needing something to do to keep you driven to want to even subsist. And so I just want to make sure that I'm trying myself mentally to where I at least try to stay sharp, you know, and or to where I can try to hold a conversation instead of sound like a blathering idiot, which is arguable at this point.
Hard to believe.
But just try to stay motivated.
And I just get that enjoying the journey too with that story, you know, just.
Yeah, totally that. Totally fulfillment.
Well, good. So great to talk to you. Gosh.
You too.
Yeah. Anything else you want to make sure to include here while we're talking?
Oh, just try to smile. Even if you don't mean it, just fake it for a while, and it'll turn into a real one.
I love that. That's great. Thank you so much. You as well. You too.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right. Well, thank you. You enjoy your time there at home, and look forward to seeing you here in Lubbock.
See you later.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.